Why do you think it's important to budget?
Because you need to be aware of how much money you're spending and how much money you have and how much you're earning so that you don't go over what you actually have. Well, let me tell you. I think it's important to, well, so that you can have a life where you can like support yourself and any like family or dependents that you have, but also where you can like do leisure activities and buy things that you enjoy. I think it's important to be responsible with your money so that you can be happy and healthy and stable.
To budget, so you can have a set limit and then not spend all your money on one thing.
To budget so you don't run out of money or go broke.
Hi, Cassie again. So today we're going to be talking about budgeting. My mentor and godfather, Tyler Boggs, is going to be talking to us a little bit about budgeting and why he thinks it's important to budget before giving us some insight and tips. I'm very excited to be working with Tyler because he has always been a role model of mine, and this is definitely something he knows a lot about. I couldn't convince him out of the cup, so I'm sorry if that offends you.
Good morning. My name is Tyler Boggs. I spent 16 years in personal finance, teaching people how to get out of debt, restructure mortgages, manage insurance, life insurance, health insurance, long-term care insurance, and build investment portfolios and get financially independent. So I've been asked by my wonderful goddaughter to give some insight as to personal finance and finance in general for her senior project, and I'm excited to help you guys get on the right track. Budgeting is important because if you don't budget, the only way to get financially independent and have to be able to stop working someday is either to have a really incredible pension or government program, which are hard to find these days, or to be able to earn significantly more than you spend and set aside enough money that you can live on that nest egg after retirement. So the only way to get financially independent is to budget, and if you ever hope to stop working someday, kind of important.
What are a few tips you would give teens about budgeting?
Teens about budgeting. If I was going to talk to teens about budgeting, I would probably give them two resources. The first would be a book by Robert Kiyosaki called Rich Dad, Poor Dad. Very easy read and probably one of the greatest single pieces as far as insight on thinking and finances for folks that are brand new to it. The second piece would be a book by Dave Ramsey, and that is, he's got a bunch of programs. The best one is his Financial Peace University, and that's got an extensive budgeting program. My focus and advice would be do what works, but do something now. Take action soon, because the lack of self-discipline only gets worse over time. If you start good habits now, it's easier and easier down the road. And again, stopping work is like ultimately a goal, or minimizing work, and the less you budget, the harder you have to work just to keep your head above water.
Do you know how to make a budget?
No.
Not well. No, probably not.
Set a limit.
I want to say yes, but I also want to say no, because I don't know if there's like a specific way you have to budget or.
No, it's fine. That's what I'm going to be teaching you anyway.
Oh, I mean.
So a lot of you are asking about budgeting. I did some research, and I found one that I personally think is interesting. And I mean, you don't have to use this one, but if you wanted an idea, this is one that I thought could work. It's called the 50-20-30 plan. Okay, so there's the fixed costs, there's the financial goals, and there's flexible spendings. Those are the three categories. Fixed costs are things like bills and expenses and things that don't change month to month. So if there's something like, for example, like Netflix, that's always the same thing every month. And then like rent, things like that. So fixed costs. So you're going to put 50% of your paycheck into the fixed costs. So that's what that would be. for financial goals, that would be where you put 20% of your paycheck. So that's your life goals. So what do you want to do? Or, well, that's not even life goals. That's a financial foundation. So that's paying off credit cards, saving for retirement, and like building a retirement fund. So I mean, I guess that's life goals. Like most people want to retire. So that's, yeah, putting away money. Yeah. And then the last one, flexible spending, that's where 30% of your paycheck would go. And so that's things like groceries, eating out, shopping, hobbies, entertainment, gas, things like that. But you should stay aware of what you are spending. And then just remember to record what you're spending so you know where everything is going. And yeah.